guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be going over our family's budget for October 2021. I can believe it's October because it's felt like a long year, but then again, I can't believe it's October. Time still feels weird right now to me. I don't know if you guys feel the same. But let's get into our October budget. This month is exciting because we are on track to hit $100,000 of debt paid off. So if you don't know, hey, I'm Lauren and my husband and I are working on paying off $300,000. Well, it was almost $400,000 of debt, not including our mortgage. As of the time I'm filming this, we have paid off $98,000 of that, and we are going to hit $100,000 paid off in the month of October. So we decided to treat ourselves this month to something as a reward for hitting that huge milestone. And so that's in our budget this month. You'll see that. I'm really excited. Comment below and guess what it is before I get to that part and see if you guys can guess. Anyway, let's get into the budget. If you like the spreadsheet, I have it available for purchase in my shop. It's an instant download to Google Sheets. It has a net and gross monthly budget and a net and gross annual budget. And it comes with a detailed video tutorial explaining exactly how to set it up and use it and all that. So the link for that will be in the description for the video. All right, so this is our budget. October, we expect to be a little bit of a higher income month compared to the last couple months. So that's always a good thing. That's part of the reason why we decided we wanted to treat ourselves this month, because we have a little bit of extra in our budget. So we're still gonna be able to make a nice size debt payment this month, plus treat ourselves to this thing. So our total income expected, and this is gross income, I'm using the gross version this month. So this is income before taxes or insurance or anything comes out. So total income expected this month is $16,555. And then withholdings for taxes, we expect to be around $3,200, and insurance is $396. So for taxes and insurance, for that section, it's $36.50 for the month. And then next to my favorite section, pay yourself first. I put this first because I think it's really important to focus on savings and investing and have it top of mind, and not just have it whatever's left over at the end of the month we put into this. This is at the beginning of our budget. As soon as we get paid, we take out our pay yourself first. And we also pay our debt payments as soon as we can when we get paid. So that's why I have them first, so they just are top of mind, front and center. Okay, 401k, these are automatic withdrawals from my husband's paycheck. So $1,500, $750 per paycheck. And then we have budgeted $200 to put into my brokerage account this month. For the brokerage account, I invest mostly in two different accounts. One is M1 Finance and the other one is Acorns. I really like them both. I'm actually filming reviews on both of those platforms very soon. I think M1 Finance might be going out the same week this video's out, or it may already be up. And then for Acorns, I'm gonna do it next month. And so I can't wait to talk to you guys more about that. If you guys want to check either of them out, I have referral links for both of them that I will put in the video description. For M1 Finance, if you open an account and deposit at least $100 using my link, you get a $30 bonus, and I also get a $30 bonus. And then for Acorns, if you open an account, you get $5 and I also get $5. So if you want to take advantage of those deals, I will link them down below. So total for pay yourself first is $1,750. Next, for the debt section, this section's just gonna be here for so long. I'm trying to come to terms with that. Some weeks I feel really good about it. It ebbs and flows. I just want to be honest with you guys because I feel like we're really consistent. I try to be really positive in my videos because I want to motivate you guys, but I also want to be real, that not every day is fun or easy for me with debt payoff, and it weighs heavily on my mind some days, and other days I feel great about the progress and I'm focusing on all the positive, but other days it just feels so unbelievably overwhelming. So anyway, I had a couple days where it just felt very overwhelming, and so I just want to be transparent with you guys about that because I feel like it's important to be real and honest about how hard this really is and not make it seem like it's so easy. So then if other people are struggling, they're like, oh, well, how do you do it and make it look so easy? It's totally not. It's really hard. But even though it's hard, it's so worth it, and that's why we keep pushing forward. So for this month, debt payments, we've got my husband's student loan payment that's gonna auto draft, and that's his minimum payment, and then my minimum payment. And then our home equity line of credit, we have budgeted over $1,100 to pay this month. So I'm really happy with that because I'd like to pay at least $1,000 or pay off at least $1,000. So need to be closer to $1,100. So we should pay off $1,000 off the principal balance of this debt this month. And so that's exciting because we weren't able to do that the last 2 months. All right, over to the fixed expenses. There's really not much going on over here. I I moved cell phone into our sinking funds, so now we have like a ridiculous number of sinking funds. Well, we already had a ridiculous number, but it's not ridiculous. It works for us, but it's just a lot of sinking funds. But yeah, I moved that out, and I'll tell you why in a second. And so yeah, our property taxes went up, so our mortgage went up a little bit, and life insurance. I talked about this a few times, but I recently got a term life insurance policy through Policy Genius, and I was really happy with that experience, and I'm really glad I have coverage now because I didn't have life insurance before. Well, I had life insurance through my employer, and then when I quit my job, I didn't have any. So I'm glad I have some coverage now. I made a whole video about that. If you want to check it out, I'll link it up here. Yeah, so that is pretty much it. Okay, sinking funds. So we have budgeted $1,000 for groceries, $25 for our vacation fund. We actually spent a little bit of money out of our vacation fund this month because we went apple picking. So any like activities like that we do, I sometimes take out of our vacation fund if we don't have any extra in like the unexpected category or other funds. So that fund's a couple dollars negative, so I'm just gonna put some money in there to get it positive. It really has nothing in it. We're gonna start putting money towards vacation January 2022. So I'm very excited for that. That's already in the budget that I'm working on for next year. Okay, spending money for me and my husband, we each get $200. I'm giving my daughter $200 next month too. I usually give her $150, but it just hasn't been enough, and so I'm gonna see how 200 goes. I'd like to keep it at 150. It just, I don't know, kids, you don't think they would be that expensive. They don't need that much, but their stuff adds up. So baby number 2, we're putting $50 aside for whenever baby is here. We've already started saving. Miles expenses. Miles is my cat, and so we put aside $150 a month. Some months he only costs like $50 for his pet insurance, and other months he costs like $400 because we place a big order of his prescription food he has to eat, and that's a few times a year. So we just put $150 aside, so it all averages out to cover his vet visits and food and pet insurance and all that. Gas, I budgeted $125. I usually do $100, but I just wanted a little bit of buffer in there. We're like a couple dollars behind because we've gone over a little bit a couple times, and since this is a higher income month, I just felt like we had a little bit more room, so I'm putting $125 in there this month. In order to save money on gas, we have been using this app called Get Upside, and I really like it. It's just very easy. When you go to get gas, you just go on the app and you claim the deal for the gas station you're at, and it has between 10 cents and 40 cents off per gallon. So that's pretty significant savings, especially if you're doing a full fill up. So if you want to check out Get Upside, I also have a link for that one. You get a 15-cent per gallon bonus off of your first fill up if you use my link. I like it because you just take a picture of your receipt like while you're sitting in your car before you drive off after you get your gas filled, and that's it, and you just get cash back that you can actually get cash transferred into your bank account, or you can use it to get gift cards. Gifts, $200. We usually budget $100, but that fund is very negative, so I'm trying to get it caught up a little bit this month. Home decor, we always put $25. Car maintenance, also negative in that fund because we had some car maintenance last August, I think it was, 2 months ago. I talked to you guys about that in that budget video, and so that fund's a little bit negative. I think we may be caught up this month or maybe next month, but I'm trying to get that fund back to positive. And just in case you're wondering, all of our sinking funds plus a portion of our emergency fund are all in our main checking account, so that's how funds can go negative and it's not a problem. House maintenance, $400. So we bought an oven in September, and it actually worked out like a lot better than we thought it would, but I'll go into that in the September budget recap. But we are putting $400 in that sinking fund to like pay off the oven. It's paid in full, but just to get that fund again back to even or like positive. Okay, cell phone. So this is where we decided to splurge on ourselves. I have an iPhone 10 and so does my husband, and they are both like not in good shape. Mine, when you take videos, the sound doesn't work sometimes, and so like I take a cute video of my daughter and it has no sound, and like cute video of her singing or something, and then my husband, his phone is all, the screen is cracked, it's very slow. So anyway, so I placed an order for new iPhones for each of us. We were gonna get the 12, but then Verizon had a deal for the iPhone 13 that's coming out, and they gave us each $800 back to trade in our phones, and so it still ended up being kind of expensive. And I'll show you the breakdown over here and how I got to this number. So basically for the deal, you have to finance the phone, but it's at 0% interest, so I decided, okay, I'm just gonna put all the cash into a sinking fund, and then we'll just put $150. Usually it would be $147 we had budgeted for cell phones. So I'm just gonna put, after this month, $150 into that sinking fund every month. So our cell phone bill on like a cash flow monthly basis won't change, but what we're actually paying to Verizon is gonna be higher, and it'll just, the difference will like slowly come out of that sinking fund over time. And that way the money's like already set aside, even though it's like finance, like they wouldn't give you the deal if you paid outright. I asked them like multiple times. And since we did decide to stay with Verizon, the timing worked out for getting new phones. We still got a good deal, and I'm so excited because like sometimes I'm out and I want to film like a little thing, but my phone is so bad and I don't have my camera with me, so I end up not filming it. And so I'm excited for that. I use my phone so much for work, for YouTube, just for pictures and videos of my daughter, and yeah, so I am so excited for my new phone. Let me just show you the breakdown really quick. So this is what I did to keep track of the breakdown. So the monthly fee for 2 new iPhone 13 Pro Maxes, and this is the 128 gigs. I think it was the lowest. I looked at my phone and saw how much I was using, and I was using 90 gigs and my husband was using like 50 in his phone, so we decided to just go with the lowest because we weren't using that many gigs, and 40 of that was just podcasts that were stored on my phone, because I went to like see what is taking up so much space. Is it the photos? Like what is it? And it was podcast episodes. So yeah, we just got the lowest storage, so it was only $300 a piece for the phones, but obviously like that's not the only cost associated with getting new phones. So we had to change our phone plan, and it's an increase of $20 a month, so $10 a month per person for at least 24 months. You have to keep that same plan. So that's an increase of $480 over the course of 2 years. But we get Disney Plus for free, so we can cancel that subscription that we have that's $8 a month and for the next 24 months, and we get $192 back from that. Also, while I was on the phone with them, I asked them about phone insurance, and my husband had phone insurance that was $17 a month and I had none. I guess when I quit my job and my phone got transferred back to my husband's, like, and my plan from my employer, because my employer had paid for my cell phone bill while I worked for them. And so when it got transferred back, I guess it got transferred with no insurance, so I'm glad nothing happened to my phone while I had no insurance. I had no idea. But I asked them, like, what are the options for insurance? And they were like, oh, $17 a month gets you all the insurance, plus you get like same day shipping on your phone instead of overnight shipping. So you get your phone, like if it gets lost or stolen or broken, you get it within like the same day versus like, you know, 12, 18 hours later, like the following day, which wasn't a big deal to me. And then you also get like this tech support and mobile VPN and like all this other stuff that I was like, I don't need any of that stuff. Basically, there's like a basic insurance for $11.50 a month, and then for $17 a month, you get like all these extra services, including like same day replacement of your phone, which I felt like is a little over the top. We don't need it that quickly. We can survive like 12 hours without a cell phone if something happens. So we stopped the $17 per month insurance on my husband's phone, which is $408 over 24 months. And then we added the $11.50 insurance for each of us. And so that's $23 a month. And so that was you know, adding on $552. Then we each got screen protectors and chargers. I guess the phone doesn't come with a charger, which I feel like that's so ridiculous that they charge you separately for the charger, but it's just like the little, they give you the cord, but not the little thing to plug into the wall. So we got 2 of those and 2 screen protectors, and they gave us a discount on that. I looked on Amazon while I was on the phone. I like called Verizon to do all this because it was too confusing to just do on their website. And while I was talking to the guy, I was looking it up on Amazon, and it really wouldn't have saved that much money to just order those things separately. So I decided to just order it all at once so they would all come at the same time, so we had like the screen protectors and stuff when the phones arrived and we could charge our phones. So that was a one-time fee of $78. And then to actually get the phones, they charge you an upgrade fee one time, $35 a piece. So that was $70, and then sales tax was $142. And then I forgot to add in here, we spent like $100 on cases. So cases for our phones. And so yeah, $321. So I think I put $1425 in the sinking fund. Yeah, because $1425 plus $150 for the monthly like regular charge for our cell phones is $1575. Yeah, so that included everything for our new phones. So $1425 divided by 2, $712 each. So yeah, it was quite a bit of a splurge. We haven't spent that much on anything for ourselves in over 2 years. Also, I use my phone for a YouTube business, so for my taxes, I will be able to, you know, get back some of that by deducting that. I'm sure I have to talk to my accountant exactly, you know, how we apply that. But yeah, we're really excited for our new phones. So it's in the budget. I wasn't actually gonna do anything for the 100,000 paid off, and then I was like feeling really demotivated about the debt because 100,000 paid off is a huge milestone, but we still have like 296,000 to go or something like that. So it just, I needed a boost. So this is giving me that boost that I needed. All right, $85 for water and sewer and $300 for utilities. And then $100 we budgeted towards our Christmas sinking fund. So you can see up here, left to budget is 0. If I'm adjusting the budget and I need to see like how much is left, I can just go like this and then see how much is left to budget. So just to like show you guys how it works. And then my favorite part of this budget is the pie chart that shows like how your money is being distributed according to your budget. So this is the budgeted summary, and then as we fill in the actual throughout the month, this will populate and we can compare the two. So for this month, we've got 22% of our money budgeted for taxes and insurance, 10.6% for pay yourself first, 23.6% for debt, 14.6% to fixed expenses, and 29.2% to sinking funds. So that is it for this month's budget. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I love watching other people's budgets, so I hope you guys enjoy mine. I find it so interesting to see how other people spend their money throughout the month. If you like this video, make sure you give it a big thumbs up, and if you are new to my channel and want to follow along and subscribe, make sure you hit that red subscribe button down there. I'd love to have you, and I will see you guys soon in my next video. Bye.